Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you actual hunt from last year. I believe it was on Halloween, and I got into the ducks and even got a few geese. So I'm going to show you that, but also I'm going to kind of give you a life update. I've been super busy with the basement, as you can see. I'll give you a little bit of tour, give you a little glimpse, but the last month and a half, I haven't been fishing at all. I think I maybe gone out once or twice, and I didn't film when I did go out because it wasn't that great. I was out in Minnesota, I believe. But yeah, I've been super busy with the basement, trying to get that done in time for hunting season so I can have friends and family over, so I can have a place for them to stay and host more people this fall. So been super busy with that and with the family with Merritt and all that sort of things. Been going to lakes and stuff. So I apologize for not putting out a whole lot of fishing videos this year. Just wasn't in the cards with how busy we were. So, but hopefully that changes come fall and I can get back to it and start posting on a regular basis. But I think for the next few weeks, it's going to be all pretty much hunting videos from last year. So, but yeah, I'm going to give you a little tour. So got the cool little shiplap wall here. Got that pretty much done. Got some of my animals hung up. I still have a ton that I haven't hang so far, but then I also have some here on the bottom. I got a lot of fish and a lot of my European mounts and some turkeys and a few birds to still mount. But yeah, so that's kind of mostly been what I've been doing all the trim work and all that sort of things. Been doing it mostly all myself, the trim work and all that kind of stuff, which I've never done, and I kind of been just learning on the fly. So, but yeah, it's turning out really cool. I couldn't have done it without my father-in-law and my wife's grandpa, because they have absolutely helped us out with it, and it is turning out exactly how I wanted to. So pretty pumped about that, having my own little man cave here. And I'm excited to finally hang up some of my mounts that I haven't had up in a while, just because we had nowhere to put it with Merritt being born. They were kind of shoved in their room. Well, she finally got her room kind of set up and all ready to go, because they were in there with her. So, and I made this kind of frame around one of our supporting poles, and it kind of turned out all right. So this was the first thing I hung up. My old dog passed away in 18 and kind of had a cool little paw print thing of his, so that's kind of neat. Then I got that mount hung up. My buddy Caden did that. My mom actually built that board, so that's kind of cool too. So that's kind of one of my coolest mounts. It was kind of cool that my mom made that board for me to use. And I think what I'll actually do is, after I get all this done, I might just kind of give a video, the whole tour of everything, and then kind of give a background story of all the mounts that I have and the story behind it. Because there's some cool ones behind some of the deer and stuff and some of the birds that I shot. So yeah, it's kind of turned out pretty cool. So been super busy with that. Again, sorry I haven't been out fishing too much and getting content for you guys, but I promise the hunting content is going to be coming soon, because I think season starts in 10 days from now. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. Well, good morning everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Last night I found a feed of probably 600 to 700 mallards. There's a few dozen geese too. So just gonna go in there solo. They happen to be feeding right by the roost, so I'll kind of show you what I like to do when you have birds feeding that close to a roost, basically right next to it, 50 yards or so. They're just hopping over to the water, to the corn, and hopefully they fly early, because I'm gonna go fishing with a couple buddies today, because usually sometimes if you bump them off the roost, they don't come back for a while. So, but hopefully they come back right away and I get my 6 birds. But there's plenty of birds for one guy, so hopefully I can put some birds on the ground and show you guys kind of what I like to do if I'm hunting right next to a roost and they're feeding there. So see you out in the field. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put out a dozen of those DOA Canada floaters. Then I think I'm going to use some of the DOA, but probably 18 of them, the duck decoys. So hopefully it does the trick, and hopefully they come back and they want to do it right. But I didn't kick up any when I came into here, so I don't know if they're in a different body of water or where they're at actually. But cattails aren't that tall, so we're gonna have to stay pretty low. It's actually not that muddy, which is gonna be sweet. And then what else I'm gonna do,
gonna put like maybe like a dozen goose decoys in this corn since they're feeding right here. And then it gives them kind of an option to either set up right in the water or in the field, and kind of hopefully keeps their eyes off me a little bit and more on the decoys to the side. So and then hopefully it can hide pretty decent in those cattails and not have to worry about them picking me up. Kind of nice. I actually have a blind stuff up with cattails, so I might just throw that out there in case they see me and jump into that. I definitely don't want to be spotted out. I think I get away with Jackie. I forgot his blind, but at least I have that option. If they do want to get in the water and they're seeing me, I can jump in that and I should be okay. But it might stink to put decoys behind me then, so we'll have to see how this hunt goes. These are like super light too. And I'll just use a dozen of these. All are good. A little more than a dozen, but that should do the trick. All right, get everything ready. Park the truck, and I'll come back and finish up putting the spread out. But hopefully they come back in the morning. I don't know if they're just coming here in the evening or what. We've been able to scout in the morning. All right, put out the full bodies. I'll put them about like 15-20 yards off the cattails. I'll be side shooting them, which not as ideal for this. I'd like it if, like, say the wind was blowing straight out to the water out that way, and then it'd give them the option to come over top of me and want to land behind. But side shooting still works. I just like giving a big profile, especially if they got spooked off, they want to come back to where they were. I have plenty enough decoys, and they're not all water floaters, and kind of mimics what they do what they did last night, and it usually works. Sometimes guys won't even hunt the field if they're that close to the roost. Well, sometimes you just got to hunt both the water and the field, and you'll get birds filtering back. Might not shoot all mallards, but I did see some gadwall in the slough next to me. So I'm, like I said, I got to go fishing with Buddy, so not going to be picky. Well, got one. Not sure what it is, but it was looked like the outline looked like a mallard, so we'll have to see what it is. Back. Oh, right here. Oh shoot, they're wood ducks. Well, got one. Oh, dang. It's actually working out pretty decent. I shot one and I thought I hit it pretty decent, but Yeah, it's starting to die out there now. I shot one right away, landed just on the other side of the decoys, and I can see it flopping. So the wind should bring it kind of this way too. Should be a mallard also. Especially when it was a little windy, I might have to hop into that layout just because they're coming in so dang high with no wind and working kind of weird. Jack, over here, back, back. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Bring it here. Come on. Good boy. Bring here. Good boy. Bring here. Come here. Drop. Oh, that was a hen. Shoot. I thought it was a drake for sure. Well, I have one other out there that I know for sure is a drake. Just getting kind of dark still, so it's been kind of hard to see what they are. Sit. Back. Back. I think that might be another frickin' hen. It has just been hard to tell. I just saw kind of like a red breast and oh, here comes a different kind of duck. There's a drake. Oh, that's for sure a drake. Come on, Jackie, come here. Come on, Jack, come here. This is working out pretty decent now. Jack, come here. Bring it here. Heel, bring it here. Bring it here. Jack, bring it here, come on. Drop. Drop it. Drop. Jackie, back. Bring it here. Ooh, that's a stud. Good boy. Drop. Drop. But that is a nice one. Hopefully we need one more mallard, I believe, if we can find that one. And then we just need a spare duck and we're done. Check. That's my spare duck. Back. Not sure what the heck that was. Shot. Oh, it's that wedge on. There we go. Haven't shot too many of these this year for some reason. And a little hen. But I knew that was my spare, so couldn't pass it up since I haven't seen a whole lot of non-mallards. You were calling at the worst time.
What?
You are calling at the absolute worst times.
What are you doing?
Duck hunting. I was just about to shoot and I hear it feel. It better be good news.
It is good news.
Is it dead?
I don't know yet. I thought my arrow looked good. He ran about 60 yards, 70 yards to the tree line and ran right into a tree. So I think I hit him pretty hard.
Comes two. Shoot. This is kind of why you do the combo set, the field and water. Kind of gave her that option to either land back here or want to go to the water. So anytime, like I said, anytime you have a feed that's right by a roost, you're not screwing over anyone, because obviously they're not feeding anywhere else. So I don't feel too bad hunting the roost, because if they do leave, hey, they're just gonna sit here and there's no way to hunt them. So the combo set works like a charm. She still wants in. And if I didn't put anything in the field right now, there's no way in heck they would see me, because of the wind, how it's pushing up all my decoys to the cattails. I thought this was gonna be a little shallower of a slough, but it was pretty decently deep out there. It's not that big, but for some reason it was almost up to my chest, just like 10 yards out. So don't be afraid to throw some up in the field if you're hunting over water, even if they're not feeding there. If it's just like a grass spot, I really like putting decoys up behind me. Just gives them birds a better eye, a better view, and especially on a side hill like that where they can, and in the corn too, they stick out like a sore thumb. So I absolutely love these little field and water sets, because it can be deadly. Why can't a drake do that? You got to be kidding me. This is just like a hen fest. Oh, wish I would have misidentified early, and it was just so hard to tell because they did fly back around. I'm surprised how many are coming back actually. But I suppose if they're roosted on some other body of water, probably didn't hear me shoot. So I decided to sneak back up in this blind just because of they were starting to pick me out. Shit in this blind, hopefully shoot my last bird in here. Back! There we go. That was a mallard, and that was definitely a drake. Come on, Jack, get it. Come on, Jack, get it. Yes, he got it. Oh shoot, those freaking honkers are locked too. But I don't know if you guys could see that, but Jack dove under and got the drake. Good boy, Jack. Oh, they're coming back. There. Well, we got one honker, but I must have just winged him. God dang. But we'll get on the other side and hopefully we find him. Jack, come here. I thought I hit him pretty decent. They're a little far out, but Jack, come here, lay down. He's going over there, so we might have a chance of finding that one actually. Geez, I should have put out more honkers there. I'm actually seeing quite a few just flying in the area. I've probably seen 100 or so. I bet you if I put out a big spread, I could have shot quite a few. God dang. I should have known that too with the north wind, but I was by myself. Didn't want to set up a whole lot of decoys today. Didn't feel like it, so. But good start though. Back. Shoot, I thought I hit that one. Those are a little deep. I was gonna see if I could shoot a few more honkers, but I don't know if I want to stay out here too long. So got my 6 duck though. Stinks that 2 of them were 2 hens, but it's like I said, it's kind of early and they got up above me. I thought I saw the red plate on that one. The one was really early. I couldn't tell what it was, but did not shoot the greatest. I should have shot a lot better. It did die right there. I thought it went through this gap here, and sure as heck it's laying right there. Jackie, come here, heel. I'll send him back on it. Sit down. Sit. Jack, hey, back. Back. There we go. Bring it here, come on. Got 2 geese, so that's kind of a cool hunt. Good boy, Jackie. Good boy. Ooh, that's a big boy. Heel. Heel. Drop. Yeah, I'm surprised he went that far. He's kind of bleeding pretty decent. Jeez, that is a big honker. Holy cow. Thing is a mammoth. They are putting on the fat, I'm sure. Been a while since I've chased honkers. There just hasn't been a whole lot around. Good boy, Jackie. And there's one going right in the decoys again. Well, let's see if we can't find that honker, and should be over there somewhere. Bring it here. Bring it here. There it is. Good boy. Jack, come here. Bring it here. Good dog. Good boy. Bring it here. Jack. All right, pick up that last drake and call her a day. Should be somewhere over here. Nice Drake Millard. There's number 6. But I'll show you kind of the spread, and I'm glad I left that blind there for those last few birds when the sun got up, because they were starting to pick me out when they got up top here, just because before there was not a lot of wind. But so yeah, it was kind of a lot deeper than I thought. Like I said, that wind kind of brought back these decoys closer to the cattails. Normally I don't like it, but when it's this, like when you got a crosswind like this and you get ripples in there, it actually doesn't hurt too bad. A lot of times too, if you have sometimes they don't like to work towards cover, but if you have decoys in the back like I did here, they get it kind of more comfortable because they know there's birds on both sides, so they know it's probably like safe in between, it seems like. But sometimes, like I said, I'd rather have the wind blowing like out that way so the birds work this way, because then they can see all the decoys in back. But that crosswind works too. It just kind of makes for a little bit weird shooting. You either got to pick like they're going to shoot over there or they're going to work over here. So, but when you get that wind to your back, they normally just go in the water, or you're shooting them up over top trying to get back in the field. So yeah, I kind of went small. I did put like 4 mojos back here, like a little bit more than a dozen Dominators and Rogues. Then just put out 18 mallards, and then the 12 DOA Rogue Series floaters. So, and a lot of times, like if you were to just put floaters out, it seems like, I mean, that water's so big, it just doesn't really pull them. But if especially this time of year, it's when it's colder, they want to feed. So if you have decoys in the field where they're feeding at, and then also on the water, kind of gives them just that 1-2 option to pick either the water or the field, and it kind of keeps their eyes off you when you're hiding in here. In the brush or whatever over here. So I was glad I brought out that layout, because they were starting to pick me out though. Kind of over time, I think the cattails around me were starting to get mad, but get to packing up and get out of here. But yeah, it's kind of nice when I do hunt by myself. It is nice to be able to talk to you guys a little bit more and kind of show you what I do. Sometimes when I'm with other buddies and stuff, I don't tend to do that. I just kind of enjoy the moment and trying to film the experience with them. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See ya! Bye!